دوما قريب.
The internet, that's what they're worried about. They're worried about the latest phones. That's what they're talking about, because that's what we have given to them. It's our responsibility. That's what they have seen. We did not show them the haqiqat of Al-Quran Al-Kareem. You know, recently I was Bimar, had a lot of bukhar, and the favorite dish that I used to eat, I couldn't eat it. I didn't like it. Was that the person who cooked it was a different person or same person? Was the dish different? No, it was the same dish, same food. But I couldn't eat it. Why? I was ill. I was bimar. The dish was the same. Why doesn't Quran benefit me? I heard the people recite the Quran and they start crying. I heard the people fall unconscious when they recite the Quran. I see that the Quran mentions that the people of Allah, they start shedding tears when they recite the Quran. Why doesn't it happen to me? The sickness is in you. The Quran is the same. We are bimar. There's a problem in us. And this is the month of training to get rid of that sickness, to cure ourselves from this disease. And when we work on that, when we work on our children, inshallah, you will see they will fall in love with Al-Quran Al-Kareem. They would want you to recite Al-Quran. They will recite Al-Quran Al-Kareem with you. So point number 2, and then point number 3, to believe that it is with the fadl of Allah. Everything happens with the fadl of Allah. What if Allah doesn't accept my psalm? Don't boast about your fasting. Don't say, I didn't eat anything in sahur all day, then talking to people. Today I didn't eat anything. I did not eat anything all day and I'm still fasting. No. And don't expect that it will be accepted because of your efforts. If it is accepted, it will be accepted with the fadl of Allah Jalla wa Ala, with the karam of Allah Jalla wa Ala. And point number 4, that is tazkiyah. Tazkiyah of the mind, tazkiyah of the heart, and controlling your nafs. Point number 5, perfection in ibadat, in salah, in wuzu, in recitation of Quran, tarawih, thinking about mahshar. Point number 6, sila rahim. Very important. As I said, nothing is accepted if your family members, if your relatives are naraz with you. Nothing is accepted. You go to them and you seek forgiveness. Point number 7, tilawat of Quran, hifz of Quran, and memorization of salah. Translation, memorization of salah translation. Point number 8, durood upon the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, istighfar, zikr paas and fas. Point number 9 is da'wah of deen and gratitude. Point number 10, ihsas of masakin, feeling the pain of the masakin, of the poor people, and to thank Allah for every ni'mah. Before you eat, before you drink, you thank Allah Jalla wa Ala. Point number 11, eat with family members. Eat together, eat less, do not waste your food. Point number 12 is to visit the bimar people, bimar pursi, visit the marid, and especially those who are on the deathbed. That gives you so much yaqeen and so much shukr. It creates a sense of gratitude in your heart. If you go to the hospital and you make a habit of meeting people, there's a 25-year-old young person there, he's on his deathbed, and you speak to him and you say, how do you see life now? And he says to you, 5 months ago it was all different for me. 5 months ago I was planning for the future. 5 months ago I used to think about the cars. I used to think about my properties, my house, my luxury, my dunya, my degree, my university. I used to worry about my 6-pack. Some people, they would come to me, Pir Sahab, give me a taweez, so I can get a 6-pack. Yeah, what kind of a life is this? Yeah, I've been trying so much in the gym. I've tried everything, but it's not working. It's not happening for me. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. I just remember, this is the state the ummah is in. This is our state now. People waste so much time people stand in front of the mirror for so many hours. Why are you wasting your time? People are worried about their height. Is that the maqsad of our life? Is that the purpose of our life? It is to attain taqwa. It is to attain taqwa. You go to the hospital and you see a person, 25 years old, your age probably, 20, whatever your age is. And then he tells you, 5 months ago I was planning my life, my plan, my motive, my maqsad was totally different. Today, how do you see dunya? He says, when I look out of this window and I look at this dunya, it has no meaning to me. It has nothing, because I know I'm about to leave this dunya. When you talk to him, when you speak to that person, such a person who is about to leave dunya, then if you were to ask him, what is it that you want in life? Do you know what he would want? He would say, if only I could get 1 year in my life, 1 more year. 1 year of my life, 1 more year I could live. You know, when you meet a person like that, and then when you come out of the hospital, and then you look at yourself, Ya Allah, I used to cry over Pesa, I used to cry over my karobar, I used to cry over the way I looked, and the way my studies, my grades, Ya Allah, I used to worry about so many things. At least you have blessed me with this beautiful life. What I have, this guy is dying to have that. This guy is begging to have that. That is something that will create true gratitude in your heart. True shukr in your heart. That's why I say, go to the graveyards, go to the qabristan, go to the hospitals, meet people who are on the deathbed. And we begin with this in the month of Ramadan. We begin with this in the month of Ramadan. These were the 12 points. Allah Jalla wa Ala mentions, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu, O believers. Now, Iman is very important for Ramadan. To benefit from the month of Ramadan, the most important thing is Iman. And brothers, if you look at Ramadan and fasting, Ramadan is all about Iman. Everything in Iman is in Ramadan. Everything, what is in Iman? آمنت بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله واليوم الآخر والقدر خيره وشره من الله تعالى والبعث بعد الموت. These are the necessary 6 points of Iman. Let me recite the famous hadith which is known as Sunnah. Sunnah. We have Quran. What is Quran? Surah Fatiha. The way Surah Fatiha is Quran, there is Sunnah. What is Sunnah? عن عمر بن الخطاب رضي الله تعالى عنه قال بينما نحن عند رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم ذات يوم إذا طلع علينا رجل شديد بياض الثياب شديد السواد الشعر لا يرى عليه أثر السفر ولا يعرفه منا أحد حتى جلس إلى النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم فأسند ركبتيه إلى ركبتيه ووضع كفيه على فخذيه وقال يا محمد أخبرني عن الإسلام فقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم الإسلام أن تشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأن محمدا رسول الله وتقيم الصلاة وتؤتي الزكاة وتصوم رمضان وتحج البيت إن استطعت إليه سبيلا قال صدقت فعجبنا له يسأله ويصدقه قال فأخبرني عن الإيمان قال أن تؤمن بالله وملائكته ورسله واليوم الآخر وتؤمن بالقدر خيره وشره قال صدقت. Now, this incident happened in the lifetime of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. A man came to the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Sayyidina Umar bin Khattab radiyallahu ta'ala anhu narrates this hadith. He said, we were with the Prophet of Allah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, and suddenly a man appeared, and he was wearing white clothes, and his beard was dark. And apparently there were no apparent signs of journey on his clothes, meaning there was no dust, there is no ghubar. He's someone that we couldn't recognize, we didn't know him. You could tell that he has come from a distant place. But his clothes were white, his beard was black, and there were no apparent signs of journey. We could not see apparent signs of safar on him. Sayyidina Umar radiallahu ta'ala said, this person comes and he sits in front of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And how does he sit? The way we sit in tashahhud. The way we sit in tashahhud, that's how he was sitting. And his knees were touching the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And he had his hands on his thighs. And he says to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he speaks to the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam. He said, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, what is Iman? What is Iman? And the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, Iman is that you believe in Allah, you believe in His books, His angels, His messengers, you believe in the destinies, and you believe in the hereafter. Sayyidina Umar radiallahu ta'ala said, when he asked the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam, and the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam answered his question, he said, you have told the truth. Sayyidina Umar radiallahu ta'ala said, we were surprised, fa'ajibna. He said, we were surprised, ajib, what a strange thing. He's asking a question and then he's confirming that you have told the truth. It's not a wrong answer. You're asking a question and then you are saying true, what you said is right. He then says, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, Ya Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, oh the most praised one, what is Islam? And the Prophet ﷺ then responded, Rasulullah ﷺ said, Islam is that Shahada, Allah ilaha illallah, wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh, and you establish your salah and give zakat and you fast in the month of Ramadan. He said, that's true. What you said is correct. It's not wrong. You didn't make a mistake. What you said is true, it's correct. Sayyidina Umar radiallahu ta'ala said, we are surprised, he's asking a question and then saying you're correct. And then he said, what is ihsan? Ya Muhammad, what is ihsan? The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, ihsan is, you worship Allah as though you can see Allah. And if you can't gain that state, then to believe that He can see you. He's watching you. Remember the first point, huh? First point of Ramadan, of Taqwa. Then he said, Ya Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, akhbirni ani as-sa'a, tell me about the day of judgment. Then the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that the one being questioned doesn't know more than the questioner. Then he said, ask them, tell me about the signs of the day of judgment. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentioned the signs of the day of judgment. And then this person left. After he left from there, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, oh Umar, do you know who this person was? Sayyidina Umar radiallahu ta'ala said, Allahu wa Rasuluhu a'lam. Allah and His Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they know best. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, that was Jibreel. This was the angel Jibreel. And he came to teach you the deen. Not to teach Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He came to teach you the deen. It was Jibreel who came in the form of a human, white clothes, black beard, sat right next to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And what was the teaching of Jibreel? What did he teach? You know the first thing he taught the Sahaba alayhim ridwan? The leader of all the Malaika is teaching the Sahaba how to sit in the court of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. How to sit in front of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Because the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was sitting and he actually sat in the state of tashahhud, placing his hands on his thighs. And his thighs touching Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He came to teach you. Now what did he come to teach? What did he say? It is al-ihsan. Remember, al-ihsan is tasawwuf. What is al-ihsan? Tasawwuf. In the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the word al-ihsan was used. Tasawwuf wasn't used in the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Al-ihsan, meaning tasawwuf existed. The reality of tasawwuf existed in the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. What is tasawwuf? Tasawwuf is to see Allah. What is the goal of Kanzul Huda? With Iman, Ikhlas, Ilm, Amal, Dawah, Khidmat, Khalq, we will support ourselves and all of humanity to attain the ma'rifah of Allah. And the ma'rifah is irfan. Irfan is to know Allah Jalla wa Ala, to see Allah Jalla wa Ala, to gain the qurb of Allah Jalla wa Ala. That is ma'rifah of Allah Jalla wa Ala. That is tasawwuf. Tasawwuf is ma'rifah. So tasawwuf existed without this name. The reality of tasawwuf existed. The reality of tasawwuf existed without a name. Now the name exists without the reality. In the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the reality of tasawwuf existed without a name. Now the name exists without the reality of tasawwuf. It's all the name of tasawwuf, isn't it? So al-ihsan. What is al-ihsan? Ihsan is connected to song. It's all about, fasting is all about al-ihsan. How? As I said, what is iman?
Ramadan, 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 ya Habib.
Sallallahu ala Muhammadin nabiyil ummi wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa barik wa sallim wa salli alayhi. मोहतरम हिब्बा, आज का खुसूसी विर्द आप नोट कर लीजिए. जैसा कि हर ट्रांसमिशन के बाद, इस खुसूसी ट्रांसमिशन में हर लेक्चर के बाद एक ख़ास विर्द आपको दिया जाता है. तो आज का विर्द बुरे ख़यालात से बचने और शैतानी वसाविस से बचने के लिए, अगर आपको बुरे ख़यालात आते हैं या शैतान दिल में बार बार वसवसे पैदा करता है, तो बुरे ख़यालात और वसवसों से बचने के लिए आज का ख़ास वजीफ़ा आप नोट कर लीजिए. हर रोज़ रात सोने से कबल 3 मरतबा ला हौला वला कुव्वत इल्ला बिल्लाहिल अलीय्यिल अज़ीम, ये 3 मरतबा पढ़ लीजिए. और उसके बाद 1 मरतबा अल्लाहुम्मा या मुक़ल्लिबल क़ुलूबि सब्बित क़ल्बी अला दीनिक, अल्लाहुम्मा या मुक़ल्लिबल क़ुलूबि सब्बित क़ल्बी अला दीनिक, अल्लाहुम्मा या मुक़ल्लिबल क़ुलूबि ثبت قلبي على دينك. अगर आप ये पढ़ लेंगे तो इंशाअल्लाह ताला इसकी बरकत से अल्लाह जल्ला व अला आपको हर किस्म के वसाविस और बुरे ख्यालात से महफूज फरमाएगा. सल्लल्लाहु अला मुहम्मदिन नबील उम्मी व अला आलिहि व सहबिहि व बारिक व सल्लम व सल्ली अलैहि. Brothers and sisters in Islam, if you can take note of today's special litany, the special wird that we give after every lecture, it is to purify your heart from satanic whispers. So if you feel that you're always suffering from satanic whispers and Satan creates different kinds of whispers in your mind and in your heart, inshallah, if you make niyyah of reciting this every day, before you go to sleep, you recite, La hawla wa la quwwata illa billahi al-aliy al-azim. Every night before going to sleep, you recite, La hawla wa la quwwata illa billahi al-aliy al-azim 3 times. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billahi al-aliy al-azim 3 times. And after that, you recite, Allahumma ya muqallib al-qulubi thabbit qalbi ala dinik. Allahumma ya muqallib al-qulubi thabbit qalbi ala dinik. You recite that once. So inshallah, if you make a habit of doing this, Allah Jalla wa Ala will purify your heart and your mind from satanic whispers. Jazakumullahu khairan wa ahsan al-jaza. Wa akhiru da'wana and alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen.